Greetings, everyone. Every Gao, both Zetsu and Nyan. We haven't talked for a very long time, so I thought it would be good to just talk and share a little bit about what I've been thinking and what I've been doing. Yeah, I guess this is kind of like a podcast. I mentioned a very long time ago that I would consider doing a podcast, and well, that was a long time ago, but we're here now. So yeah, I don't have this stuff figured out yet, but I thought it would be best to just do it, because otherwise we would never get anything done. Anyways, I guess you could consider this tea time with the blue rose, instead of that other name I had before, for now. And guys, I'm nervous. Sorry, I'm nervous. I haven't done this in a long time. Anyways, so welcome, every Gao, both Zetsu and Nyan, to, I guess, what we will consider a podcast, Tea Time with the Blue Rose. And I'm not sure what to talk about, but there are a couple topics that have been on my mind, and yeah, so let's get started. I have a list. I thought I should make a list, because then I would remember what I wanted to talk about. Oh yeah, you're all in the Briar Patch right now. I have some sweets, and I have tea. I'm drinking a white tea called Bai Mu Dan. I don't know. I'm sorry. I can never pronounce the Chinese well. But Bai Mu Dan, it's a white tea. If you don't know, white tea is tea that has been, the leaves have been left outside to sun bleach, giving it a more pale color. That's why it's called white tea. It's very like grassy, but not in the way that green tea is grassy. It's more like straw, that kind of straw hay smell. It's kind of sweet. I like it. It's really hot and humid now, so I needed something a bit more refreshing, and I thought white tea would do the trick. So that's the tea that we're drinking today. Oh, sorry, my allergies. Oh, no, I don't want to do this. Sorry. I'm dying. I'm always dying due to allergies. Why do I live in a garden? I don't know. But anyways, recently, Street Fighter 6 came out. I haven't played too much, but it looks really cool. So I hope all of you are playing it and enjoying it. If you are, please share in the comments. Please say who your main is. I'll probably keep asking you to leave stuff in the comments, so I don't know. Don't go down there and type just yet. Maybe I'll ask about something else later. But let me know in the comments or in the Discord who you're playing. I did try it out and played for a couple hours. I played Chun-Li. I always play Chun. She's my girl. I've played her since I was a baby. And I still love her. So, played Chun. I tried Kimberly. Kimberly has so much stuff going on. I liked it. I liked her. I liked playing her because she's fast and she's like Ibuki, but I was never good with Ibuki, and I don't know what to do with her. So I didn't play her for too long. Oh, I like Manon. Manon? I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce her name. The French ballerina. I like her. I like her. Sorry, my allergies. Oh no, this is going terrible. We just started. Help! Anyways, yeah, I liked her a lot. I would play her more. She was pretty fun. I tried almost everyone I was interested in. I tried Yuri. Who else did I try? I tried people. It was fun. But Chun-Li and Manon were the ones I liked the most. I really I really enjoy Drive Impact. I think it adds so much to the gameplay so far. I mean, obviously it's like a fundamental mechanic of Street Fighter 6, so of course it's gonna like decide so many things in a match. But I think this one mechanic can do so many things. It can fit so many plays in it. So it's super fun, and I want to play more soon. I think the single player content looks so great. I'm so happy that a major fighting game is putting this much effort into the single player campaign, because I personally haven't seen such dedication to the single player stuff since I want to say Blaze Blue, like Blaze Blue Continuum Shift. Continuum Shift Extend even. I think I haven't seen like this extensive of a single player mode, and honestly this is I'm not gonna say more extensive because I think it's just different, but I like how they're doing it. I like this a lot. I think it's super fun. It looks great. I want to play it. I haven't played it. I don't own it. I don't own Street Fighter 6, but I've been playing it through friends and stuff. Yeah, I want to play more soon. So hopefully I have more news for you on that soon. I hope Street Fighter 6 lives a very long and happy life. Honestly, Capcom is just hitting everything out of the park. They, like, DMC5, it was a while ago, but DMC5, great game amongst the garbage of AAA games. Great game. Monster Hunter seems to be doing great. I've enjoyed everything I've played. Rise and all that. And World, of course. Resident Evil's doing great. Village seems to have been really good, and RE4 Make is really good, and I haven't played RE4 Make yet. I will be hopefully playing that on stream sometime, but I haven't played it, but I have seen people's reactions, and it seems great. And aside from like microtransaction stuff that they've been putting in their games needlessly, like I know the RE4 stuff, they added stuff after release, which sucks. That's lame. Please stop that. If you did, you'd be like the top dog. Oh yeah, their old game re-releases, like the Battle Network collection and the arcade collections and the old just their retro game collections are seem pretty good. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about the ports, but I am very excited, and Battle Network seems great. So yeah, Capcom is doing pretty good. I like them. They're doing great. You know who's not doing great? Smooth transition. You know who's not doing great is that new Square Enix news. If Capcom is a great publisher, Square Enix is inching over to the other side a little bit, or a lot bit. They're getting over there, because oh my god. So Final Fantasy 16, I'm super excited for it. I love Yoshi P. I love 14. I think the team behind 16 is really solid, and I like what I'm seeing. I know there's been like a bunch of like viral moments of Yoshi P going viral because some news outlet takes stuff out of context. Like, what was it recently? Some headline was like, "Oh, Yoshi P thinks turn-based Final Fantasy only exists in pixel if Final Fantasy is pixel based or pixel. Oh my god, it's a pixel game." And if you read the article, the article, he just says like, oh, the next entry, we might even go back to pixel art because it would make turn-based like easier. I'm like, I don't think that means he only thinks turn-based exists within like pixel games or can exist within pixel games. Like, it's not making too much sense to me. That takeaway. I don't know. Anyways, I like what Yoshi-P has been saying somewhat. There has been some guffaws about FF16, but it's pretty hype overall. And recently, some supposed news broke that Squeenix over here is panicking about the low pre-orders for FF16 compared to FF15. The news is a little sus because, as far as I could tell, the news broke from an insider who talked to a gaming journalist. That journalist released the information on their Patreon, and I couldn't really find like a lot of details, so it was basically like, just trust me, bro. And I'm not saying that gaming journalists don't have their sources or like more information than we do, but I will say that I need to see more. But assuming that this news is true, because I wouldn't be surprised, like so many game publishers do this, like Activision, Ubisoft, Bethesda, all that stuff. Blizzard too, I think, right? They're always like, oh, it didn't make all the money in the world. It just made a lot of money in the world. So it's a failure and it sucks. I'm scared and I need my mommy. So I wouldn't be surprised if Square Enix really was panicking. But, okay, if you're comparing it to FF15 pre-orders, first of all, FF15 was essentially a nostalgia game. It was announced like 10 years earlier, and it was supposed to be like a new era of Final Fantasy, and it had this awesome trailer, and Nomura was working on it back when people still liked Nomura. I'm being a hater. People still like Nomura, but I personally don't like Nomura too much anymore. Anyway, as a game writer, not as a person. I'm sure he's fine. Anyways. 15 got started as FF13 Versus, and yeah, that game was hype and people were so hype, and then it disappeared off the face of the earth and we never saw it again. So when they announced it, you basically have nostalgia for a game that never came out, and people are like, yeah, I remember when I was in elementary school and I went home and I saw this trailer, and you have this hype. You have this inherent hype over a game that disappeared and came back to life, basically, as FF15. And on top of that, the marketing for 15 was insane. You had multiple unique demos featuring areas and stories that weren't in the game. They were like their own thing. You had like that childhood Noctis demo. Then you had the like overworld demo where you're in a field fighting stuff. And it has like cut content or whatever, if I'm remembering correctly. And what else? They had the movie, a theatrical film, the first theatrical film since the FF7 movies? I think it was. I'm not too sure right now, but I think it was. It had a movie with like, did they have Hollywood actors? I don't remember what it was. They had like crazy people working on it, and crazy famous people, and what else? They had spin-off games. They had like that free side scroller beat 'em up type game with Noctis's dad. They had an anime. Bro, you wanna do all of that for FF15 and then you don't do any of that for FF16, which I think is a conscious decision by Yoshi P. I know Yoshi P has talked about how they wanted to be a bit more careful with their marketing and stuff, but excuse me. They wanted to be a bit more careful with their marketing, and they've made some conscious decisions to not like release a demo too early on and stuff. It's insane to me how like executives have like this brain rot when it comes to anything. Like, does having money just like kill off all your brain cells? I'm being really harsh, but it's just, it doesn't make any sense to me. It's so obvious why FF15 would have more pre-orders than FF16. On top of the fact that I like FF15, but people don't really like FF15, and for good reason. I think they have good reason to dislike it. On top of the fact that FF15's roadmap was like canceled midway, and they canceled DLC after promising it and taking people's money under these false pretenses, or like, you know, later turned false pretenses. Of course people don't want to pre-order. Not to mention that we're in a recession. There's a global crisis. I don't understand. I think this news is so dumb. I've been dying ever since I learned about it, because it just, every time I think about it, I'm like, really? Oh, man. Hilarious. You know, executives should go into the comedy business, because they really crack me up. Anyways, I'm excited for FF16. I'm really excited. I got a PS5 for FF16, so I'm whispering because it was expensive. I bought it at retail price and it was expensive. I don't know what else I'm gonna play on it, but I need it. I'll figure something out. I'll figure out what to play. Spider-Man. I'll play the Spider-Man games. Anyways. Yeah, I'm super excited for FF16. Honestly, I think if you only play AAA games, you might think gaming sucks, because AAA games have sucked for a while. Obviously, this is a super generalized statement. Not every single game that comes out sucks, but in general, it has sucked a lot, and and I know people are exhausted with video games and all of that, but man, sorry, hold on. Man, the gaming has been pretty cool since, like, what, 2017? That's the year I always remember as, like, dang, ever since 2017, I feel like there have been hype games coming out every year for me personally. Like, I like JRPGs, I like RPGs, I like sim games, I like VNs, I like a lot of these story-based games and stuff. And I've been eating so well the whole time since like 2017. I remember that the year it was it 2017, right? P5, Nier Automata both came out in that year. And that's crazy. Ever since that year, it's been so good. It's just been great. If you play more than AAA games, if you know you have a varied diet of games, there's plenty of games from all the years since then that I really want to play, and that I may not have played yet. but that I want to play, that I bought on release, because I've been excited for them. And this year too, there's so many games. So like, FF16 obviously is coming out. Raid Code, the game that has the Dengue Grandpa artist. Hold on, let me drink some tea. Yeah, Raid Code. The one Kagayaku Kisetsu visual novel is coming out in English. The remake. It's a like 1997 novel made by the team that later on went on to create Key. So, you know, Clannad, Canon, Air, those peeps. It's getting a beautiful looking remake with new art by the original artist. And it's coming out in English, and you know, new Zelda, Breath of the Wild, The Legend of Heroes, JRPG games. Azure came out in English this year. Hajimari is coming out in English. Trails to Reverie, the next entry after Azure. Or, oh my god, not after Azure. After Cold Steel 4. That's coming out in summer. And Live Alive got brought over to English. Xenoblade 3. I'm obsessed. I beat Xenoblade 3 and the DLC. And I beat it, and I immediately started playing Xenoblade 1, even though Tears of the Kingdom had come out. So I love Xenoblade 3. Such a good game. Definitely, maybe my game of the year. We'll see. But it was great. It's like this year has been nothing but awesome games. The Etrian Odyssey, what is it? Remaster? Remakes? I think it's remasters. They came out. These are old games, but you know, like we're getting chances to play all these old games. I consider it like, you know, games that came out this year. Even if you play them, you can play them again. It's fine. But even if you ignore those, you still have like all of these new games that are awesome, look awesome, that I'm super interested in. Man, it's crazy. So many good games this year. And oh my gosh. So speaking of visual novels, I'm so angry. I'm angry. Why did I do that? It's because I'm really angry. I'm so angry about like stealth visual novel releases. As in, there have been so many visual novels that have been getting localized, and no one talks about them. As in, I don't mean like no one as in people. That too. But I mean like there's no marketing. There's none. How are you doing this? I'm sorry if my microphone is peaking. I haven't been able to test the sound settings too much. But all these man. Hold on, let me drink some tea to calm down. Too many thoughts. It just pisses me off. Sorry. Sniff. All these stealth VN releases. Please, I'm begging you, companies, listen to me. I'm whispering in your ear. You will do this. You will listen to me. You will promote your game. You will market your game. Okay? You will do that for me. That's what you will do. Because they're releasing all these amazing VNs. So like, Loopers, published by Key, written by the one and only Ryu freaking Kishi, came out in English at the same time as the Japanese version. The Japanese physical had English on it. And there was like no promotion for it. I'm like, bro, my brother in Christ. Ryukishi, it's like this game came out, Loopers came out, and then Ryukishi got announced as working on the new Silent Hill, which is also super exciting. But that would have been the perfect time to promote your game. It had already come out by that time, but like Just promote it. Who cares? Why do you hate money? You hate money. You hate putting in the work, putting the hours. Yeah, Loopers came out. Mahotsukai no Yoru. One of Type Moon's great visual novels. It's a remaster, but it got re-released, remastered, right? It had English. It's like I'm pretty sure it's the first like official translation of a Type Moon VN, like a straight kinetic novel VN, not like Fate Extra, which is RPG, but it had English. It's out in English. It has an English physical release, and the Japanese cartridge also has English on it. No promotion, none. They announced one Kagayaku Zetsu, and it has English. Please do more than just one tweet. Please do more than just one tweet. They like one, like it got one tweet, one or two, and they're not even translating the promotional tweets from the JP side, like the VA announcements and stuff. What else? White Album was announced for an English release. By the way, the company that is doing one and White Album is called Shirabune. Shirabune. I don't know how to say their name. They're an adult adult visual novel publisher, but it seems that they're publishing more story-based visual novels. Obviously, White Album, if you don't know, is it's a remake. This one, but it's a remake of this old VN that is very, very influential. Inspired a lot of creators. So I think it's a pretty keystone VN to play. I don't know if it's good. I just want to say that just in case like someone plays it, it's like trash. I'm sorry. I think it's okay. I'm promoting it because I think it's worth trying out and seeing the history behind stuff, even if you don't like it. And I'll also be doing the same. So, but yeah. Anyways, White Album got announced. It got a couple tweets, one or two, that I remember seeing. But do more. I know Shirabune is clearly a small publisher, but like, please, I'm begging you. I don't know what you could do. Pay some VTuber $100 to talk about it, I guess. Someone bigger, some bigger VTuber. I don't know. Do something, man, please. But yeah, Shirabune is publishing one and White Album, and like you would never know if you weren't like actively looking for it. Like I didn't even know about Shirabune's existence until the one announcement, and I saw when one was announced, or one has been announced for a while now, in Japanese. But when the sale page went up on Amazon, on the Japanese side, it had English listed on its languages, and that's how I found out. And then the day after was when Shirabune tweeted about it, which I'm like, yeah, sure, but do more, please. Yeah, and then White Album got announced on a tweet. So stop it. Stop with the stealth VN releases. They've been doing this for so long. So like Key, again, the Planet Canon Air people, Key has been posting their VNs on Steam with so little fanfare. I had backed. Okay, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. So Rewrite was published in English like what 2 years ago or something. I backed Rewrite on Kickstarter when it was first announced because that's hype. We support VNs here. Yeah, I backed it forever ago, and they had a promotional campaign for it, but when they it was delayed for like a million reasons that like I'm not really gonna get into here. If you want to learn more about it, I guess ask me in the comments, and I might consider doing a little talk about it. It's a bit of a wild story. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, it was stuck in development hell. We hadn't heard about it for a long time, and then it gets like stealth dropped on Steam, and then we just got an email about it on Kickstarter, and I'm like, who's gonna know about it? This is how you sell games. This is how you grow visual novels in the West. Like, oh man, and Rewrite is such an amazing visual novel. I love Rewrite so much. Please play it. It's really good. I think they did the same with Little Busters. And also amazing. Honestly, anything Key is great. But Little Busters as well. Come on, man. Stop it. Please. Do anything. Please. So yeah, stop it with the stealth VN releases. But I love all the games coming out. So keep doing that. And like, okay, so that's what's most frustrating is that like these VNs coming out in English is like a dream come true to anyone that has been like into visual novels or like just more niche anime titles in general. It's like a dream come true, and I'm so worried that these things not selling well is gonna be that they're just gonna stop doing it. But they're not helping themselves. Like, please. I don't want you to self-sabotage, and then we're never gonna get VNs again, and Rewrite is gonna, and Romeo Tanaka is gonna release his magnum opus, and we'll never get it, and the dream will be dead, and I'll be sad. Anyways, sorry for the tangent. Please support visual novels. Please buy every single one I mentioned here today, even if you end up hating them. I'm sure they will be worth it for you. And if not for you, for me. Yeah. Anyways. I went off. I kind of went off there a little. Sorry about that. I'm sorry I sound so nasally. I probably shouldn't. Shouldn't have a podcast recording when I sound this terrible. But I wanted to get something out there, and if you guys like it, I could do more, and we could talk about whatever I'm thinking about, whatever I'm doing. At the very least, you get these little updates. I don't know. Yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know your Street Fighter 6 main. Let me know. I asked another question, but I forgot. Anyways, yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about today's podcast as well. Do you like this format? Do you prefer another format? I obviously don't have anyone to talk to in the Briar Patch, so it's just me. But hopefully that's not too terrible. All right, I will see you all soon, hopefully. And thank you for stopping by for tea time. Alright. Goodbye.